In this story, we're going to have Raditz and Nappa live. Since they were only in Dragon Ball Z, I'm skipping Dragon Ball and going straight to the Saiyan Saga. We start the story at Kami House. Goku and his friends are having a get-together. Krillin walks up to Goku and asks what he's been doing since the World Martial Arts Tournament. Goku replies, "Well, I had a child with Chi-Chi, so I haven't had much time to train." "What?" Krillin would yell with much surprise. Goku would show his son, Gohan, to him and talk about him for several minutes. Later in the conversation, Goku would stop talking to turn and look at the sky. "What is it?" asked Krillin. "I feel a presence coming. I feel like I recognize it." Krillin didn't know what he was talking about. Goku pointed up into the air at a black dot. This, Krillin saw. As he looked, it got much bigger until it came to view as a human. Goku and Krillin back up as this person slams down on the island. This character is Raditz. Raditz explains who he is and asks Goku to join him like in the original story. Then when Goku says no, Raditz would attempt to kidnap Gohan to try and change Goku's mind. As soon as Goku realized what was happening, he lunged at Raditz, throwing a punch at his head. Raditz swings around and catches his fist easily. Then throwing him into the ocean, Raditz moves closer to Gohan. But this time, Goku flies at Raditz and punches him in the back. This attack lands, although it hits his armor and hurts Goku's hand. He falls down and sees Raditz go at his son. Again. Goku takes off his weighted training clothes and charges a Kamehameha. Raditz then agrees to actually fight him and they fly up above the island. Raditz wants to make this quick, so he charges up his own ki attack. The two of them shoot their attacks at each other and they clash in the middle. Even though Goku took off his weights and launched one of his most powerful attacks, Raditz still manages to overtake Goku's Kamehameha and shoots him into the ocean. Raditz successfully grabs Gohan and flies away, only turning back to say that Goku knew where to find him. Goku wakes up in bed and immediately jumps out and screams, "Where's Gohan?" Bulma tells Goku that Raditz kidnapped him. Goku would ask if he still had the Dragon Ball radar on his hat. When Bulma says yes, Goku suggests that he use the Dragon Ball radar to find him. Bulma hands him the radar and he runs outside, but before he takes off, he's stopped by Piccolo. Piccolo agrees to help him fight Raditz because he's getting in the way of Piccolo taking over Earth, but states that him and Goku are not friends. Goku smiles and they take off in the direction of Gohan. Goku and Piccolo say nothing as they fly until they see Raditz. They see a giant crater with a space pod inside. Piccolo says, "Gohan's the side of the pod." Goku and Piccolo land. Raditz's back is turned to them. "I knew you were coming," he said, pointing at his scouter. The three of them got into fighting position and went after each other. Goku and Piccolo's attacks both missed as Raditz had disappeared. He reappeared behind them, hitting them both in the neck. Goku and Piccolo would fall, but then fly back up, shooting ki blasts at Raditz. Raditz was surprised and was hit by these. Goku and Piccolo continued to use attacks. Raditz was struggling to keep up. They had the upper hand. A flurry of blows were being sent at Raditz every second. Piccolo and Goku working together was working great. Raditz was mad. He landed a punch in Piccolo's chest to knock him away. Then focusing on Goku, he put his hands together and slammed him to the ground. Piccolo and Goku had been hit hard but kept fighting. Although a second ago they could clearly been winning, now their attacks did nothing and their energy had been drained. Goku said that if he really was a Saiyan like he said he was, then they could grab his tail to take his strength away. Piccolo agreed, saying it was their last chance, and went to distract Raditz. With only Piccolo fighting, Piccolo was taking damage fast. Goku used the distraction to get behind Raditz, and just as Piccolo was knocked to the ground, Goku lunged. Somehow, Raditz dodged. He turned around and said, "Trying to grab my tail, are you?" Raditz kicked Goku away. Then something did grab Raditz's tail. Piccolo, who was still on the ground, had stretched his arm out and grabbed the Saiyan's tail. "Nice work, Piccolo," said Goku. The two of them grabbed Raditz and fly him away. Everyone at Roshu's island was surprised to see the two men carrying Raditz. They set Raditz down and Goku said, "Hang on, Piccolo. Don't let go of his tail." Goku came back later with the Saiyan pot on his shoulder. He set it down and opened it. Gohan climbed out. Goku was glad to see Gohan, but before saying hello to him, he lifted up Raditz and sealed him inside the Saiyan pod. He then asked Bulma to gather the Dragon Balls, including the one on Gohan's head. When Bulma brought them out, Goku laid them down and summoned the Dragon Shenron. Goku then would wish for the evil in Raditz's heart to be vanquished. "Your wish has been granted," the dragon said, before vanishing and spreading the Dragon Balls all over the earth. Goku turned to the Saiyan pod and shot a ki blast at it, breaking the lock. Just the fact that Raditz didn't attack them was enough for them to know the wish had worked. Raditz was on their side now. Goku picked up Gohan and apologized for letting him be kidnapped. Raditz went up to Goku and said, "While I was in the pod before you made your wish, I sent a message on my scouter to my comrades. They're on their way here to do the job that I failed to do. It'll take about a year before they get here, though." Everyone is surprised, and so the Z-Fighters trained. Since Goku wasn't dead, Goku was able to train his son, which made him stronger. Raditz trained Goku up to his level, then Goku trained Gohan up to that level, and by then, they all trained together to become as strong as they could in the remainder of the year. Piccolo, Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, and Chaozu also trained in preparation of the fight. At the end of the year, the fighters split up around the Earth to find the Saiyans. Later, Piccolo called the group to him telepathically. He had found 2 Saiyan pods. "They can't be far from here," said Raditz. They found the Saiyans that Raditz had said were Vegeta and Nappa in a nearby city. They were destroying the city and had killed many people. Goku flew down and attacked. He purposely missed, but then made them mad, so they followed him to the wasteland, away from civilization. They then split into 2 groups. Piccolo, Yamcha, Tien, Krillin, and Chaozu were fighting Nappa, and Goku, Gohan, and Raditz were fighting Vegeta. Goku's team immediately clashed with Vegeta. Then Nappa would start fighting. Vegeta was keeping up with the Saiyans, and nobody was taking any real damage. When the hits started to land, things got escalated quickly. Somehow, Goku, Gohan, and Raditz were winning against Vegeta, at least until he powered up. When he did this, his strength spiked, but the only visible change was the aura surrounding him. On Piccolo's side, things weren't going so good. Nappa was 2 times stronger than all of them put together. Goku, Gohan, and Raditz power up with Vegeta to keep themselves equal with his power. They kept attacking each other till Vegeta got bad. On his next punch, he powered up again. His fist flew, lightning shot around him, and hit Goku in the gut. Goku flew back. Gohan and Raditz powered up again, but without Goku, they were losing. Goku did come back all powered up, but by the time he did, Raditz and Gohan were decently injured. They were once again even with Vegeta. At that point, they started to use Ki Blast more to give their strength some time to recover. The other Z-Fighters fighting Nappa were in terrible condition. Even though Nappa was stronger, he still powered up in hopes to kill them faster. Then Vegeta powered up to his full power. A faint purple glow surrounded him. Goku, Gohan, and Raditz had no more power-ups. Vegeta started to wipe the floor with the 3 Saiyans. That's when Nappa shot a giant Ki Blast and killed Yamcha. This, Gohan saw, making him angry and giving him a boost in power. But that power wasn't enough to bridge the gap between them and Vegeta. Then Chaozu died, giving Gohan another boost in power. Then Nappa killed Tien. After Tien, it was Piccolo. Gohan then went berserk. He punched Vegeta into a cliff and went after Nappa. Sent a flurry of blows at him until he fell over. Goku and Raditz had to come down at this point to stop Gohan from killing him. That's when Vegeta came down. Vegeta shot a deadly Ki Blast at Nappa's crippled body. He was trying to kill his own teammate. Nappa, with the last of his energy, was able to dodge. Now Nappa didn't trust Vegeta. Vegeta decided not to take another try at it. Krillin saw Vegeta was about to charge up an attack, so he gave everyone a senzu bean. Nappa agreed to fight with them since he had lost faith in Vegeta and took a senzu bean as well. Vegeta was the only one not at full strength. Vegeta, knowing he would lose, fighting how he was, would send up a fake moon. He was so worried about his own strength he forgot about his opponents and turned Gohan, Raditz, and Nappa Ozaru along with himself. The fight kept going. Even though Krillin and Goku weren't great apes, they still helped in on the fight. But because they didn't turn into great apes, Vegeta was winning. The fight drew on, until Vegeta charged up an energy beam in his jaw and shot it out. It hit Krillin. When the smoke cleared, Goku saw that Krillin was lying in the crater, dead. Goku was enraged. He charged up a Kamehameha and shot it up at the fake moon. The false moon blew up, turning all the other Saiyans back to their base forms. Now, with everybody in their base forms, Vegeta was losing. Eventually, Goku's team stopped taking damage, and hit after hit was landed on Vegeta until he could not stand anymore. Nappa was about to kill him. Goku ordered him to stop and said that you, me, and Raditz are all Saiyans that turn good. Give him a chance. Vegeta was spared. He escaped in a space pod. The team went up to Kami's lookout. Goku was mad. He said that they can't bring everyone back because some people had already been revived by the Dragon Balls. That's not entirely true, says Kami. There are other planets that have Namekians like me with Dragon Balls of their own. You can use those to restore Earth. My home planet Namek has some, Kami explains all the details of the journey to them, and the group decides to go through with it. And with that, I conclude part 1 of What If Raditz and Nappa Survived. One last note, subscribe to the channel and like the video to support me. I post every 2 weeks, usually on Sundays. And now, bye.